India, a land of vibrant cultures and diverse landscapes, is home to a vast workforce that forms the backbone of its rapidly growing economy. From the fertile fields of Punjab to the bustling factories of Gujarat, millions of Indians toil tirelessly every day, contributing to the nation's progress. This essay aims to shed light on the reality of Indian workers across different sectors, exploring their struggles, hopes, and the challenges they face in their pursuit of a better life. We will delve into the lives of farmers battling unpredictable weather patterns and mounting debts, factory workers grappling with low wages and exploitative conditions, and gig workers navigating the uncertainties of the informal economy. Through first-hand accounts and interviews, we will amplify the voices of these often unheard individuals, providing a glimpse into their daily realities. By understanding their challenges, we can work towards creating a more just and equitable society that values the contributions of every worker. Join us as we embark on a journey to understand the lives of those who form the foundation of India's economic engine. Agriculture, often hailed as the backbone of the Indian economy, employs a significant portion of the country's workforce. However, the life of an Indian farmer is fraught with challenges ranging from unpredictable weather patterns and fluctuating market prices to mounting debts and limited access to resources. The majority of Indian farmers are smallholders, owning less than 2 hectares of land. This small landholding size, coupled with traditional farming practices and limited access to modern technology, often results in low productivity and meager incomes. Climate change has further exacerbated the challenges faced by farmers, with erratic rainfall patterns and extreme weather events like droughts and floods becoming increasingly common. The lack of adequate irrigation facilities in many parts of the country leaves farmers at the mercy of the monsoon, making their livelihoods highly vulnerable to the vagaries of nature. The pressure to repay loans, often taken at exorbitant interest rates from informal lenders, pushes many farmers into a vicious cycle of debt, leading to distress and, in extreme cases, even suicide.
The rains have been unkind this year. My crops have withered, and I don't know how I will repay the loan I took for seeds and fertilizers.
Ram's story is not unique. Across India, farmers like him are struggling to make ends meet, caught in a web of poverty and indebtedness.
We work tirelessly throughout the year, but our incomes are meager and uncertain. The government needs to do more to support us, to provide us with better irrigation facilities, crop insurance schemes, and fair prices for our produce.
Ram's words reflect the desperation and hope that coexist in the hearts of millions of Indian farmers. While agriculture continues to employ a significant portion of the Indian workforce, the manufacturing sector has witnessed substantial growth in recent decades. The rise of industries, from textiles and garments to automobiles and electronics, has created employment opportunities for millions of Indians, particularly in urban areas. However, the working conditions in many factories leave much to be desired. Workers often face challenges such as low wages, long working hours, lack of job security, and exposure to hazardous working conditions. The pursuit of profit maximization often comes at the cost of worker well-being, with safety regulations being flouted and labor laws being violated. The informalization of labor is another significant challenge in the manufacturing sector. Contractual employment, with its lack of benefits and job security, has become increasingly common, leaving workers vulnerable to exploitation. The absence of social security nets and effective mechanisms for grievance redressal further exacerbates the challenges faced by factory workers.
I have been working in this garment factory for the past 5 years, shares Shanti, a young woman from Bihar who migrated to Delhi in search of work. The work is monotonous and tiring, and we are expected to work long hours, often without overtime pay. The air inside the factory is thick with dust and fibers, and we are not provided with adequate safety equipment. I worry about the long-term impact on my health.
Shanti's story highlights the challenges faced by millions of workers employed in India's factories. Her words underscore the need for improved working conditions, fair wages, and greater protection for factory workers in India. The rise of the gig economy, fueled by technological advancements and the increasing penetration of smartphones and the internet, has created new avenues of employment for millions of Indians. From ride-hailing services and food delivery platforms to online tutoring and freelance writing, the gig economy offers flexibility and the promise of earning opportunities for individuals from diverse backgrounds. However, this flexibility often comes at a cost. Gig workers often lack basic labor rights and social security benefits, such as minimum wages, paid leave, and health insurance. They are also subject to the whims of algorithms and rating systems, which can impact their earnings and access to work. The lack of job security and the constant pressure to secure the next gig can lead to stress and anxiety, impacting the physical and mental well-being of gig workers.
I start my day at dawn, picking up orders from restaurants and delivering them to customers across the city, says Raju, a delivery driver for a popular food delivery app. I work long hours, often late into the night, to make ends meet. The traffic is chaotic, and I'm constantly under pressure to deliver orders on time. I worry about accidents and the lack of any insurance coverage.
Raju's story provides a glimpse into the demanding and often precarious nature of gig work in India. His words highlight the need for greater regulation and protection for gig workers, ensuring fair wages, reasonable working hours, and access to social security benefits. Section 8. The vulnerable and the exploited, women and migrant workers. Women and migrant workers often face additional challenges in the Indian workforce. Gender discrimination, deeply entrenched societal norms, and limited access to education and skill development opportunities restrict women's participation in the formal economy. Women are often relegated to low-paying, informal sector jobs with little job security and limited opportunities for growth. Migrant workers, who leave their homes and families in search of better employment opportunities, are particularly vulnerable to exploitation. They often work in hazardous conditions, face wage theft, and lack access to basic amenities and social security benefits. The absence of adequate social protection mechanisms and the lack of awareness about their rights make them easy targets for exploitation.
Section 9. A migrant's tale, leaving home for opportunity. I left my village in Uttar Pradesh 6 months ago, hoping to find a better life for myself and my family, shares Ashok, a migrant worker employed at a construction site in Mumbai. We work long hours in the scorching heat, carrying heavy loads and risking our lives every day. The wages are low and the living conditions are cramped and unsanitary. But I have to send money back home to support my family. Ashok's story is a testament to the resilience and desperation that drive millions of Indians to migrate in search of work. Ashok's words highlight the urgent need for better working conditions, fair wages, and social security nets for migrant workers, ensuring their dignity and well-being.
Section 10. Seeds of hope towards a brighter future. Despite the numerous challenges faced by Indian workers, there are glimmers of hope on the horizon. The government has implemented several initiatives aimed at improving the lives of workers, such as the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, which guarantees 100 days of employment to rural households, and the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, which aims to provide affordable housing to the urban poor. The rise of trade unions and labour rights organisations has also played a crucial role in advocating for better working conditions and fair wages for workers. The increasing awareness of worker rights and the growing demand for ethical and sustainable consumption practices are also driving positive change in the Indian workforce.
Section 11. Conclusion: the strength and resilience of Indian workers. The stories shared in this essay offer a glimpse into the diverse realities of Indian workers, their struggles, their hopes, and their unwavering resilience. They remind us that behind the statistics and economic indicators lie the lives of human beings who toil tirelessly to support themselves and their families. As India continues on its path of economic growth and development, it is essential to prioritize the well-being of its workforce. By ensuring fair wages, safe working conditions, and access to social security benefits for all workers, regardless of their sector or employment status, India can create a more just and equitable society that values the contributions of every individual. The journey towards a better future for Indian workers is a collective one, requiring the concerted efforts of policymakers, businesses, civil society organizations, and citizens alike.